Born of the berry growing industry over 30 years ago, Haygrove supply polytunnels, greenhouses and substrate gutter systems to the best growers of over 30 crops in more than 50 countries around the world, as well as growing berries on farms in the UK, South Africa, Portugal and China. Haygrove's versatile product range has been specifically engineered with tomorrow in mind. Strength, ease of management and superior agronomic environment allow growers to reduce labour requirements, extend cropping seasons and optimise yield and quality. Haygrove's fixed top vent polytunnel provides the ideal protected growing environment for fresh produce. The versatile and robust features for this tunnel structure make this a good choice for long-term production of delicate, high-value crops. The design of the fixed top vent tunnel provides a range of venting options depending on the needs of the grower. The tunnel has a top vent at the apex, as well as the options of roller side vents on the lower edge of the tunnel arch and on the tunnel ends of the vertical sides. The apex vent provides a permanent vent, and thus air inside the tunnel is constantly circulated, while still protecting the crop inside. The option of additional roller vents on the sides of the tunnel creates a chimney effect for full exchange of air and gives the grower the ability to manage the growing environment. The roller vents can be manually operated or connected to climate control systems to be fully automated. It is possible to have the fixed top vent as a closed environment by covering the venting areas in the roof and sides with netting to prevent insects from entering the tunnels. A fundamental feature of this tunnel is the ability to withstand strong winds. The tunnel was constructed in 2018 and has regularly withstood winds over 100 kilometers per hour. The case study on the fixed top vent tunnel was recorded at Haygrove Eden at George in South Africa.
My name's Angus Davison. I'm the eccentric chairman of Haygrove, which happens to mean I've been here the longest and means I probably do the least. But I have the pleasure of visiting people like Dirk and seeing what they're up to and trying to add value.
Dirk Rabie, Farm Business Manager of Haygrove Eden. I also want to just take the opportunity to mention what we're doing here in our beautiful propagation facility here at Eden. This was the first trials of tropical vent tunnels that was done in South Africa, and it was done in December and January of 2017. We are doing predominantly blueberries in here, and this was groundbreaking work that has been done here in terms of the venting systems that we have, and it's the first in South Africa, the first type of tunnel that we have 3 different types of venting mechanisms. The amount of control that you have inside the tunnels is basically driven by the amount of options that you have in terms of different venting systems you have. So primarily you will have the side vent, the top vent and the end vent, but you can also use misting inside these tunnels as we have been using. What is also really good is the fact that you can separate these tunnels, and when you do, you essentially can have different commodities in each bay with climate control that can be managed, applicable especially to that particular crop. It is a complex structure, but it needs to be complex in order to be super strong as it is. And the end kits that the designers has come up with is truly remarkable.
This tunnel could be used over all sorts of crops, and high-value crops is the sort of obvious answer. Pot plants is a very good example, but there are many, many other different types of crops that would prosper under this tunnel. And the point is, with climate change, volatility, value of crop, value of product, so many are worth covering nowadays. And the thing that is a common error made, I observe, is that growers will look at the value of the crop they're planting right now, these blueberries, Dirk. They won't necessarily look at the fact that the tunnel's likely to be there for 10 years, if not 20 years, and the total value of all those crops is a multiple factor of the one. Look ahead at the weather to come, assess what you think that's going to be like. I think most of us have a pretty clear guidance from scientists upon that, and decide the value of the accumulated value of the crops that are going to be growing under there. it's going to be a large number.